Hey, let's check in with chapters 18, 19, and 20 of The Man from Glengary, which are, I guess, heavily kind of romance in their nature of chapters. This is very much Ranald in the big city and Mimi being kind of swayed by the good looks and charm of Lieutenant De Lacy, the Lacy one. These names are not. He has a scented handkerchief. Trust me, and speaks in an English accent that he acquired studying over in the old country, and very anxious not to lose it now that he's back in Canada. Um, she's yes in these chapters she's very much swayed by him, by DeLacy, ashamed, as you would say, of the rough-hewn thing of Ronald. Ronald, he's staying here. He's staying in the city. Out McDonald Bain, Bhain, Bain. He's like, it's like, oh, watch out for the big city. There's troubles here, evils here that you won't see. They'll sidle up on you, as Yankee Yankee John or Jack or whatever says. And he does determine, like, okay, I'm going to buy some clothes because I need some clothes. Luckily, he's got Mimi's brother who's on his side and helps him get decent clothes. There's a poker game where Ronald refuses to play, much to Lacey, who's getting kind of drunk scorn. Lacey gets in a fight with French Canadian. I can't remember. Hey, sure. Gets in a fight with the French Canadian, accuses him of cheating, and then punches him without him being ready. At which Ronald says, "You're a coward." It was a cowardly thing to do, is to punch somebody when they weren't ready, because there's strict things of brawl in here, and that Lacey takes great offense at that. And they finally end up, instead of doing a fight, they play cards for it. And Ronald apparently picked up really good gambling skills in the camps and just demolishes the guy, takes away exactly the precise amount of money, gives that back to the French Canadian that DeLacy had taken from him, and then tosses the rest of the money on the thing, other than his 100, and says, like, I'm not taking any other man's money, and storms off. And DeLacy, it's like, ugh. But later it seems at least DeLacy has just sort of says, like, oh yeah, I was drunk. I don't particularly remember. I was a bit of an ass. Sorry about that. Doesn't say this to Bain at the moment. They do have the planned picnic in the great grand waters, where we have a big heroic scene yet again of Ranald, where DeLacy and Mamie are going thing, and Mamie slips on some slippery moss and they're crashing down to the thing, but Ranald, super heroic, dives and crashes and catches them and saves them again, and is rows Mamie back to civilization, thing, and just in love. Meanwhile, her plain friend, who'd been kind of chastising Mamie for being such a shallow person, who was just leading poor Ranald on, is left behind to kind of watch them go silently and then just turn away. So yes, it's just, and though, to be fair, I guess Ralph Connor is definitely showing that this is not a good romance. This is going to be just a romance of heartache, and mostly because Mamie is just not good enough for Ronald, though, I would have to say, is what's implied, which is an interesting thing in a book that's maybe largely autobiographical. That it's the hero is just way too good for this vain, shallow girl, which is like, okay. And just the heroics of it. Yet again, Ronald is the superhero, the hero of all this, which in a way that kind of makes me roll my eyes. Uh, there's the once with the fire, but now there's a second time with the raging torrents of the thing and him saving them yet again. It's just like, super capable, just wonderful, tremendous guy, awesome, so awesome. It's like, oh God, okay, we will leave it there. It's like it's fun, but it's also just like, oh, give me a break. Okay, I'll leave you there. More videos later.